Good afternoon. Thanks very much for coming. As I said in my statement this morning, Australia is outraged by the Israeli government's decision to not pursue any criminal proceedings against those responsible for killing Zomi Frankcom and her World Central Kitchen colleagues. Australian government learned of Israel's decision late last night, moments before it was announced, on World Humanitarian Day. We had just launched the Zomi Frankcom Humanitarian Award. And we didn't have the opportunity to inform Zomi's family before Israel's decision was made public because of the lack of notice. To learn of these developments in these circumstances was especially insulting and hurtful to Zomi's loved ones, to humanitarians, and to Australians. The Australian government does not believe that the removal of 2 officers from their positions and 3 officers being reprimanded is sufficient accountability for the deaths of 7 people, including an Australian citizen. And we do not have confidence in the IDF's Military Advocate General's process, given the many unanswered questions. Removing an ambassador would remove our ability to be able to engage, press for Australia's interests, and on this, relevantly here, to put the views of Australia and Zomi's Australia and on an ongoing basis of Zomi's family to the Israeli government. I believe, we believe, the Australian government believes that this decision fails to engage with key questions that have been raised in the Binskin inquiry and subsequently. So that is the first point. The second point, and this is very important, this is not the conclusion of an investigation and a court trial, etc. It is a decision not to proceed with any criminal investigation whatsoever. So, it is a decision not to proceed with any criminal investigation whatsoever. We want answers to the questions, including those outlined, and we want accountability. I think, we have an Australian humanitarian worker who was killed, not on the first strike, but in the context of 3 separate strikes on a humanitarian convoy. I mean, obviously this is a difficult time in the relationship. We've made our views clear about this issue. We've made our views clear about other issues. You've seen the Netanyahu government's response to some of those. I think we are realistic about that. Yes.